Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Al-Farghani series here on the Lord Master channel. Once again, we have expanded further outside of Africa without having to expand along the coast like our original objective, but I would say it's easily to get carried away, all in the name of wealth. And we know that we took Socotra some time ago, but now we've expanded further away, up to the Strait of Hormuz and into the Persian Gulf. We only established this area because of two reasons. 1. Silk Road trading post. 2. Black market of an Indian Ocean pirate den. So the pirates of this region here are working more closely with the local lords to steal goods from rival merchants and smuggle them elsewhere. It is a profitable agreement, and not an uncommon one in the Indian Ocean. Same goes for the Persian Gulf. All it needs is a keep. We'll be happy to provide it, but all we need is the money. And money, we shall go for. Also, welcome to the High Medieval era. About to get this in 6 months. And after that, Chronicle Writing 23 months. Marshal Abubakar's tutelage Mason's already bearing fruit. Gurak has learned a lot more than I dared to hope. He has taken some of his future responsibility more seriously than before. Marvelous. Good. Give him some marshal. In addition, with good stewardship. Here it is. While the chain legs do not offer room for decoration, the masterful work on the riveting sets this piece apart from common mail. The set includes a nasal helmet and mail coat, padded with lamb's wool. The lowermost links are made out of decorative gold, lining the whole armor. Oh! Wow. A tiny but elegant description dedicated in loving memory of Jemshid, my brother, who was murdered. Well, this one's out of here. Oh my goodness, it's the fourth goblet. That would have completed the goblet collection. Collection! Hold on, let me see. Masterwork, famed, illustrious. Well, I'll consider. But my money is going to be invested elsewhere. And the reason why we hold this area is to give us the reinforced relations with the Silk Road communities decision. Because it requires, as it says, you have to own a county along the overland Silk Road region, as you can see the outline. I forgot I'll make it easier, just to show which kingdoms where. Only is this far, this is Al Jazeera, and yes, it goes through there to there, up to Mongolistan, all the way up to Buryatia. That's the overland Silk Road. And that includes all of the Taura Basin, Tibet, and India and Burma. I had some free time, so I stood outside, gazing at the clouds to see if I could make out any shapes in them. That cloud looks like a powerful, majestic person like me. Really? You're willing to give me nearly all your money for this? friend. I accept your gift. Alright, let's get it on. Right. You gotta be careful when you build such buildings. It's about to be finished. Ah, so many buildings to invest in. And that just means more tax income. Do you know what? Do forge me a goblet. The Yawning Grave. Today I met a lesser nobleman who lives in a town nearby. He's a serious fellow. Our conversation drifts to a topic of our childhoods. As a child, he tells me, I used to play by the edge of town. My elders warned me that it used to be a cemetery. One day I met a kindly old townsman. They warned me I shouldn't have come. And pointed out the various misfortunes as evidence, such as the crows, or that time I got sick and almost died, or the thunder. But I laughed it off. The last time we met, he told me, try to warn you when you were a child. Told you not to get lost in the wild. I sent omens and all kinds of signs. And then I asked. I mentioned his name with one of the village elders. From said that was the name of a deceased grandfather. Wait, no one in town said his name? It was a prank. Yeah, that's what it is. A prank. Okay. First thing you're going to have to go for in the High Medieval era is obviously Heraldry. It'll take 20 years. I don't know if I'll be around 20 years. But certainly it would be good to have high partition. It's rather tempting, but oldest eligible member of the house. So in hypothetical, of all the living members, who is the oldest? This man is the oldest. Yeah, that's the problem with seniority. Plus, he's killed 2 men. He used to serve in an army. So obviously he's a war veteran. Files. I'll age your word, please. My Chancellor Sardosh approaches me with a brief law alternate courtiers. He gestures to the less popular responding room and I follow him there. I'm concerned about the state of Marrakesh Castle. While holding a meeting in one of these rooms, you all noticed a horrific smell. Was covered in latrines the floor below. I implore you to consider paying to fix the neglected parts of the building. Surely my raw architect could fix this without spending any money. God dog it! You can't think of anything that doesn't cost money. There goes all my money. You idiots! $310 of negative money. There's no need for a dedication. I like to be a living legend. Gotta continue to go down this way. Can't wait to invest in this. A metalsmith updates me on the progress. Droning on about the limits of tongues and bells from my reels. Bold-eyed is my goblet. Megan might not be on first forte, but it doesn't mean I can have a say on my money spent. There's something I just noticed about you. You are blind. So you're making a goblet blind. How do you do it? I have a few suggestions. Ideas work well. That woman's gonna be a miracle worker. She can make goblets blind. But I'm sure she has assistants. Plus, what language does she speak besides her own? East Iranian. Oh, she knows my language. Good. This is getting interesting. Wife's touch. I spun my wife on now straight excitedly to tolerate. A listing I just for a goblet. My metalsmith is barely concealing her contempt, clearly knowing my fussing roots. And you are forging a goblet. Blind, she goes on. May as well matches my grandmother's old goblet. If she even knows what it looks like. Come, darling, leave it to the expert. I like to assume she's a miracle worker, alright? Blind people are inspiring, you know? Think of the blind musicians of the olden days. Oh, sure. At least I'm willing to spend on that. God dang it. There we go. Focused recruitment. Can I? Just reading things at the moment, so I'm not speaking right now. Alright. My rival lost the territory. Thank goodness. Now it's time to network with Trans-Saharan merchants again. Although I'd be spending a fortune for this. Why didn't I think of that? In case you go into debt again. Why didn't you think of that? Alright. We turn the black market into Corsair port. different culture opinion, and different popular opinion goes up a little. Pirate bands have amassed enough wealth and influence with the help of regional rulers to maintain their own sanctuaries and can manage their fleets and engage in trade. 3 months. It is in Huzu. That's the area. Just making sure that I don't own any mosques. It's good if you're a smaller realm, but we are a huge realm. And there's some areas I prefer to hold more than others. I'm proud to see my son no longer a child, but as an adult, with sufficient tutelage, and even a child has displayed little natural inclination towards administration, such as Gurak, can only come to truly understand it. Displaying a thorough understanding of the flow of gold and the wanderings of people, you express remarkable creativity in dealing with these matters. Vağpūr Al-Naz's contributions towards education cannot go unmentioned. The lessons give Gurak valuable knowledge for his future life. They grow up fast. Stick around and be a courtier for a while. You're gonna get those bonuses. I wish I could make you a wanderer and you'll gain more bonuses, because that's part of Sogdian tradition of the caravanneers, with the wanderers gain extra economic skills over time, such as the stewardship or lifestyle traits. A ceremonial goblet of X-crucibles made of gold with sapphire inserts. Well, this is lovely, but it's kind of too late. In the sense of the entire court's filled. Oh, you again? It's drivel, I tell you. Come up with something original in your life for once. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I will increase the level of all this. Again, this is just hypothetical, sure. Like, I could go all the way, but I'm still interested in, let's just invest in building more buildings that'll make more taxes, and then we'll get a lot of money and all that. And then I'll increase the court grandeur and the size of all of our armies. Your men-at-arms, I should say. Shipwreck. Oftentimes, merchant ships traveling between East Africa, the Middle East, and India will have to pass through the Gulf of Aden. As such, if these ships get caught up in the storm in the region, they'll often wash up on the shores of Socotra. The wreck of the several large ships that probably belong to a major trade fleet recently washed up on a secluded beach on the island, and locals have wisely brought the matter up to my officials. It seems the wreck of these ships haven't been looted yet, so I can decide what can be done with the salvageable merchandise on board. I need to make a decision quickly before someone tries to take it all for themselves. I got a very good income, so I don't need this. So give it to most of the locals. A fleet of several merchant ships have recently shipwrecked off the coast of Socotra. The local ruler generously decided to allow the locals to salvage as much of the ships and the merchandise as they could. Very good. Certain kinds of edible berries from Giza gain a positive reputation around the parts of the region for their supposed medicinal properties. They're being shipped out in greater numbers to the neighboring areas as a result, bolstering the local economy. Now I can, for the next 20 years, at any time, you could buy valuable medicinal berries. Yes. Their faith, culture, opinion. Having accumulated increasingly more wealth and power, both the Barrage and the collaborators on Socotra can now maintain larger war fleets, as well as a sizable trading seaport. Now we go back up there. What are we missing? Does not have a concert castle, and you need the very last Dynasty Legacy. in the meantime. Could have sworn I thought we have a keep. My friend just died. Oh boy. Spice peddler leaves town. The famous spice trader has been staying near my residence. Decided to leave for elsewhere to sell spices. Where is he headed off to? No one knows for sure. Wherever he's going, he'll certainly appreciate his spices. Hey, you up there. Salgian brothers. Here's the Silk Road entertainers. But I do not have the money. Okay, you know what, for once. Where the hell is it? Oh, none of the Holy Wars have enough gold? Okay, never mind. Because I was going to send them some of the spices, but... oh well, I believe it's for the best, for the renown. Oh, I'm actually doing poor now. So I better stop fooling around with this stress thing. Because you know that severe health penalty it brings. Go visit the Fountain of the Sun. This is a stress killer. I prefer to visit the springs privately in peace. We'll do a moon sacrifice a little later. Last day has come. Arrive at the Fountain of the Sun in Siva. I spent a couple of days there relaxing, soaking myself in the waters, and hopefully they'll rejuvenate my health. As the day goes by quickly, it's soon time for me to go. I leave the springs refreshed, feeling like a new person. Hope to be back soon. For a medium health boost. You're fine. And go work off some stress. This is not enough. I didn't think of myself. As I put down the training dagger, I've been practicing non-stop and I'm not getting tired. You need a tougher challenge. Yes, something bigger. Or perhaps heavier. Something sure to tire me out. The table. Yeah. A magnificent table will do. The extra challenge invigorates me. Good exercise. Yes, I just did that. You see that table there? I lifted that up, and I really caused a pretty good damage to that thing. That reminds me. You're not learning any languages anytime soon, so get something else. Like this. Back scratcher. Because you've been getting a lot of stress lately, and you need to stop that. How much? One. Oh. Hang on. So, you are having a truce, and you pay 300 gold to me. Thank you very much. Use that to repair my dagger. Good deal. Should start building actual buildings. Trade club. Hey, don't forget the moon sacrifice that will hold. Oh, I just attended a feast. I didn't realize that. You know what? We can't do that right now, the moon sacrifice. While on the boat to his feast, my stomach was feeling nauseous. each waves feel like it's pounding me in the gut. All I can do is try to focus on not doing it. I think I'm gonna be sick, and I vomit. Oh, I look forward to this, I guess. Feeling fine, as I stated before. Just stop fooling around with the stress. It's serious. Yeah. Yeah. Friends. No, let's do on. Farewell, my vassal. I didn't become a reveler, no. That's what I was worried about. Now let's hold the moon sacrifice. It'll cost you 150 gold coins. The moon will protect and guide Sakatra as always had. Her songs would give it a fulling sacrifice. Sakatra gets a positive negative modifier, chances of which depends on my traits and how much I want to sacrifice. Greater sacrifice costs more gold to piety if you're not pagan. If you take this decision, your court champion or realm priest will have a lowered opinion towards you. The context. Though Sakatra was noted as an outpost to Christianity and the medieval Middle East, it was likely a religiously eclectic island, with Muslim and pagan influences as well. There are accounts of a particular tradition of a moon sacrifice on Sakatra, perhaps a survival of the indigenous pre-Christian or pre-Islamic practice that lasted into the early modern period, which could involve the sacrifice of a person's hand, especially during times of trouble. May the moon guide and protect us. Praise to the moon. The moon is a powerful entity, capable of great blessings and great curses. Since time immemorial, Sakatrans have conducted sacrifices in its honor. We see no conflict during these practices, considered sorcerous at best and demonic at worst by foreigners, and worship of Allah. I have arranged for a great sacrifice to be held to the moon tonight. Many will participate in it. The local elder will be there to interpret the results of my sacrifice. Now, what kind of sacrifice did I arrange to the moon? A commoner offered their own hand, per ancient tradition. The Alama, Grand Alama won't like it, but the moon sends me many blessings. Great blessing in the moon. More taxes and development. Thank the moon god, whoever it may be up there. Thrifty clerk. I never gave any of these a children education because I just believe it's like, you're all going to be disinherited anyway. Feasting along the Silk Road. The local Middle Eastern elites have been most appreciative of efforts to foster closer relations to them. To celebrate a number of recent successes, a few of their most prominent clans got together and hosted a magnificent feast in my name. It was a great feast, and we feasted on the traditional delicacies famed across the Silk Road, such as Fergana wine, Samarkand peaches, and various flat breaks like sangak. Yep, good old Sogdian food from far away. Makes it feel like home, don't you think? Even though we've become more, for the lack of a better term, Africanized these days because we're so oriented to living in this part of the world than over there. And I have no plans to go to Trans-Saharan to return to our ancient home. I have no plans for that. Not my intention in that series, because this is largely an African-oriented series, except a total foreigner who is not African. But we formed a hybrid culture with the Egyptians. because we live along the Nile. Keep going. Anti-wine campaign. He's resolved to end the blasphemous drinking habits of their Iberian subjects. Oh, Iberia? They have no holdings in Iberia. Unless you're talking about Iberia up there. Alright, he's here. Lover's secret. Don't need to know that. Cousin got killed. I'll tell you what. Once I get these last three, I will switch over to medicine focus. As it's usually the case whenever I'm older. I inspect the local army camp. It's clear that Al-Farghani and Dutch are trying to corner me. Liege, men are idle when priest prevails. Some activities will keep them active on large fronts. Your cavalry are your most valuable asset. Do not let them become sloppy. No, efforts are needed elsewhere, he interjects. I suppose practice does make perfect. Get the tent pegs. The cavalry will ride. So much places to invest my money in, and I just have no idea. Cave picnic. Every now and then, and some of my courtiers decided to have lunch in one of the many caves overlooking the rest of Socotra Island. Though the trek there could be arduous, it is worth the effort, given the beauty of such locations they have to offer. For today's lunch, how should we enjoy ourselves in the caves that we decided to do our picnic in? So I left Marrakesh to go on vacation to Socotra and says, hey, let's have a picnic in there. Oh dear. I keep going for prestige because I want to be a living legend as soon as possible. Explore the pools of water and ancient inscriptions in the cave. Plenty of flavor events. That's the reason why I hold this part of the Red Sea, I hold Socotra, and then there's, you know, Sijamasa, Sus. No keep. You are way behind the times. Both of you. Same goes for here. I'm only doing this just to increase all the taxation as far up as possible till we get enough income, and then I will increase the size of men at arms as well as the amenities to the very max. We're not about expansion these days. Too old to have children now. And soon you're about to be too old to have children, so that's good. When I say have children, I mean anymore. Because my goodness, I already disinherited one. That means I gotta disinherit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 children that I have to disinherit. There can only be one. You don't have enough money. You're just gonna come in and just now? Very well then. Any gain in renown is good. Look again. A friendly stalker. I was making my way through the local town market and I felt someone was watching me. I looked around and saw nothing, yet I could not shake off the feeling. My concern got that maybe I sensed an assassin. While passing him, Mom noticed my anxiety and told me quickly, "Ah, ghost seems touched to you. Don't worry, it's a gentle spirit who means no harm. It's curious and playful more than anything. It might even help you out. And we'll leave you alone once its curiosity has been sated." How did the spirit of the crowns before I could question him further? A friendly ghost. They say a friendly, playful spirit attaches to character, following them around secretly to help them in various tasks. Is it superstition or the truth? Who knows? Hostile skin resistance chance. Oh, that explains the sound. Extra taxes at Sukan. Again with this. They decided to levy extra taxes over there. But hey, increased numbers for Adam. Up there, fool. Everything relates to nice legacies. A lot of gold from West Africa passes through Sijamasa to markets elsewhere in the Mediterranean. As a result, there's a sizable community of goldsmiths in the city who have practiced their craft for a long time. Few have settled down here recently, bolstering the existing community of artisans and helping to enhance the city's splendor by taking some commissions from some of the local elites. Perhaps I'll have time to convince something for myself one of these days. Oh, it's exclusive to Sijamasa. Okay. Nice to know. Yeah. Here we go again. Land of barbarians. My lord, I regret to inform you ahead of my teta. The people I rule, the people over which should I rule, are an uncontrollable mob of unruly barbarians. Their ridiculous causes a terrible taste for food. All my efforts are in vain. It just seems possible to make civilized people out of them. I'm afraid a strong intervention from above is the only solution. We respect the traditions of all our subjects. Frontier fracas. The next petitioner is evidently somewhat a stranger to us. I do not recognize him. And the eyes of Marshal Al-Bakr have been on them since they first entered. My lord, I've come to declare that the people of Hormuz are refusing to pay the taxes you have levied upon us. In times past, our land and people were granted rights of produce from recent exactions ignored. We request that you address our concerns fairly or else. Sounds like to me you may be misinterpreting some charters. Where's for your money? Here is stick with anticipation as my vassal. My lord, come with great news. What a solution to fix this problem. It's increasingly clear that the Amazigh and Egyptian Sogdians have become more, and perhaps even too similar. It's paramount that we show them it's us, Egyptian Sogdians, who are at the forefront of innovation. You got that right. Not quite there yet, but one day we will. Now let's continue to invest more money into this. Fight my lip and stay focused. Now I'm a popular figurehead. So maybe those Persians over there can calm themselves down. And then in 2 years' time, we'll be over the domain limit. And that means there's going to be room for one more. The question is, where should I hold it? Tripolitana. Aha. Oh, thank you for sending me those entertainers. Anyways, this should be the area that we ought to retake, finally. Because of that Trans-Saharan trade post there. It's for the money. We'll finally connect this part of North African coast. Before we'll start taking parts of the Algerian coast. So I think we'll finally start going on the offensive. In fact, start right now. Starting with this one. Make him the vassal. It costs less. Use men-at-arms only. I actually put it all the way back because you know how many months it took to get them over here? Well, it's going to happen again with this. Actually, all president accounted for. Oh, it's at the capital afterwards, so just take the area and you'll win. It's beautiful, but it could be larger. I mean, Marrakesh is our permanent capital, so there you go. Large cattle herd. It's for development reasons. All these developments. Amazing. Sometimes I wish I could take that title off of you. Because you know I'm the owner of Marrakesh. Agadir is another. That's another alternative to get more of these as another source of income. But I think your income is just practically good enough for anything. Whatever it may be. 25 fighters. You might be a Vağpūr, but you're also an abhorrent knave. We're going to take it up to the hills. After we defeat you in battle, we'll take your capital. You're going to be a good vassal to me. We killed one of your men. We got him. We only want quick wars. You're my vassal now. And I'll be willing to pay you some gold as a show of goodwill. A Masmuda, huh? He descends from the ancient Berber Masmuda tribe. Is that so? It's true. They've been living up there for a very long time. Well, now we are overlords. My only daughter. Tough soldier and desert warrior. Huh. Each day seems my court is abuzz with the talk of the next banquet. May have grown rather more portly as of late. A common activity fueled by Vağpūr, Noraya, and Sagarak's constant I would demand a most memorable meal from my overworked cooks. Today it's my brother Sagarak who rules my age. Tonight I'm having the kids prepare the richest sauce known to man. Served with a 10-bird roast, like it's upside Grand Alama Wahana, size to spoon. These fleeting pleasures are nothing to compare to Allah's grace. Will you never be satisfied? You people. You people. Strength is similar. The old Al-Farghani house banner was destroyed. Because tapestries are the order of the day. Alright, let's invest some more. Do anything to increase taxes, the monthly tax gains, and lots of it. Guild of stonemasons established itself in Sidramasa. Having dedicated craftsmen in my personal service could help the region flourish. Oh boy. I will strike a deal with the chief mason. We shall see. The leader of the mason seems reluctant to strike any kind of deal on behalf of the guild until I point out exactly how much of a benefit it is. Oh, I got the good one. I did not even have to resort to threats of violence. Český Virensk hybrid culture. What the? Franconian and Czech. That's what that is. Anyways. Now everything is cheaper out here. Don't forget about those. Just wait a few months, and then once we're, you know, get not be over the limit, then we'll go on the offensive again and finally retake Tripolitana due to the Trans-Saharan trade post there. Do they know battlements? Yes. Gotta keep up. Guess I might as well start paying attention to Tunis. Don't you know that was the site of ancient Carthage long ago? Now we're about to introduce our own culture here in Marrakesh. Another one of them. Oof. Wait next month. I was reading something. Why haven't you got the second tort yet? Even at my old age, I could still kick that. Oh God, I forgot something very important. We don't have a court physician. Don't you know how many sick people might have died? Just in time. A Koreshi, but you're lowborn, and yet you are a Koreshi. Huh? Uh-huh. Now, how did that happen? Or is it due to that? Ah, it's probably through that, that's... actually, no, that's not right. What the... Well, he's quite experienced. So says he. Courtier's scorn. Why would you honor that child, the position court, and not me? Because you're my wife, that's why. Wait a minute, is it possible to have your rivals your soulmate? Soulmate and rival. But it matters not. We still love each other. We just had a disagreement, that's all. Even if she were my nemesis, it's not going to make a difference. We used to fear them long ago, but now they're vastly inferior. All they have is Moorish cavalry, which is something that is not to be sneezed at. But the more proper term in this timeline would be nothing to be trifled with. Then in 22 months, I'll be an architect, and then I'll switch over to medicine focus. Just to try to live a little longer. And to, among other things. Oh, I think we may have to start disinheriting children right now. But I want to be the architect till the very end. This is gonna hurt me because there goes a lot of renown. All of these children will be disinherited except Guruk. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. Especially you, drunkard. That's haram. 3 more. No, 2 more. Damn it, that hurts. I spent 1,000 renown for that. Far away from that now. You are the breadwinner and we'll have everything, but I want you to know this lesson. Be careful who you marry, alright? That's the key. Midas touch, oh come on. Can nothing be fair, but at least he's intelligent, that makes it up for it. He's a fortune builder, and intelligent, and a bit of a ministry courtier, if only to be further proved upon. I sit in the courtyard admiring my garden with Sahir and Kaz. As we idly converse about various topics, the two of them get into a heated but friendly discussion about what skills a person should deal in. Why would you want to be a jack of all trades, Kaz says. You end up being a master of nothing in that case. It's better to be good at and famed for one thing instead. You simply don't understand, my friend, Sahir comments. Why be a one-trick pony when you can have a variety of knowledge, even if you're not amazing at most of it? What are my thoughts on the topic? I prefer to know many things. It's more practical that way. Right, the chains are off. They actually formed a kingdom there. Finally, no more domain limit penalty. I would be willing to invest more, but we're about to be on the move again. Keep this built. Seize de jure county there. That is the objective. And at this one we can advance. Oh, no, hang on. Conquer county. Yes, conquer. I will gain the title for myself. We'll finally connect the coast, as promised. But only this remains. He's gonna bring mercenaries for this. He's got the money for it. But if I were you, I would put that rally point up somewhere there. And, hang on. Achoo! Excuse me. Tell you what. Raise all men at arms here. And then move the rally point further up in Tunis to raise the rest of the armies there, which takes about a couple months to assemble. There's another area I want to promote the culture, but I forget where. I'm trying to think. Not anywhere in Persia. That's going to be left alone. No, development. I'm interested in developing Marrakesh. I'll tell you what, I'll go even further. Build a Khanat here. A Grand Khanat. 4.4 a month. Hey, since my health is poor, you should buy these. You still got the money. There are parts of my realm where the berries are said to possess various medicinal properties. I should buy some for myself. Choose how many berries to purchase. Depends on how long will it last. I set my swords to purchase some of the renowned berries of Giza. I could use these medicinal berries for a variety of purposes. I could drink various herbal teas made using these berries as a health tonic. How many berries did I ask my swords to buy again? For 9 years. Medium health boost. A large amount to last me a long while. But is it enough? No! It ain't. But hey, at least it makes you feel like, well, you've still got a few more years left in your life. Unfortunately, that means we will not get this yet. So after Heraldry, just thinking of future plans. Probably go for hoardings next. Or guilds, because you're all about domain limit these days. Okay, in that order. Heraldry, guilds, then hoardings. Got it? So head to Zawara. Hotel. Be on standby. You'll be the reserves. It's only one objective that we will take. We can traverse to the desert if we wish. Brought mercenaries as expected. Thank you very much. Do not advance until the levies are behind you. So that way you can ensure that that you'll get what you need. He created a cadet branch of Vağpūr. Move on. Continue to events. One at a time. We got you covered. If they dare attack, then they're Morans. Oh, excellent timing. Monthly stewardship lifestyle experience combined with this, and those court artifacts. He'll be a damn good administrator, architect. I fear he may rival me in terms of prosperity that's been brought to the lands. But the real question is, can we keep Sakantra and Hormuz? That's the real question. In fact, the other question is his diplomacy skill any good? No. Well, you may want to start saving up money so he can gift gifts of all kinds to his vassals. I don't know where they're going anymore, but I don't think it's going to matter much. Oh, I'll definitely invest heavily in the Moorish cavalry. And the court granders thing. The goddamn court amenities. That's what the word I was looking for. Having so much trouble. All of you advance to there. And make your way to the capital. Are you sure that you're the best commander there ever lived? Yeah, he is. We'll be coming in to get rid of him. One major battle, no, doesn't hurt anyone. That was the ruler, you know. 3 months. I fear he may not have enough. By he, I mean my son and heir. I don't think the domain limit will be enough for him to hold every single territory that we hold. So that means we ought to give some away. I'm not giving up Hormuz. Socotra is too important to me. Calm me down now. We're on our way. Please be patient. We'll just use our massive humanity to surround it. And the siege weapons. And look, even at full strength, the income is still great. Okay, you know what? Just dogpile. Take capital when we win. Just amass the sea of humanity to this oasis. Upper Gurman War Banner. Interesting. It's just what I wanted. Tripoli is back, safe in my hands. Obviously, the Zanata culture still doesn't have that. Far from it. But it's for keeps. There's value in that. Weave inspiration. Wants to weave something which captures nature's beauty. Oh, what? Where are you from? Catalan. Ah. The stonemasons of Sos are well regarded elsewhere for their quality work. Sometimes they're even commissioned for wealthy patrons and far involved in their projects. They're laying down a rock-solid foundation for the future. We shall see. Not bad. Not bad at all for the amount of land that you've gained. And now I'm going to become an architect and I will be content. And then I will pass away happy, knowing that I was the richest man that ever lived. But I believe my son could rival that. But in order to ensure riches, he must keep the country together. And to keep this trade empire going. That's what we are at this point. We are a trade empire. We're no longer a we're no longer an empire of North Africa or an Islamic empire that wants to spread the faith all around. No, 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 no. We just want to show the world that we are the richest that ever lived. For I am the one that builds the foundation here. It's my son who will one day become avaricious. Might as well make it now. Let's get to work on the construction projects. Look at that. Invest on everything you see. Just to set up for the future that my son will inherit all these greats. Everything will be built. Even the numbers will go up. Don't forget these. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Just for that death, that just reminded me. My health is poor still, but I did whatever I can just to keep myself a tiny bit healthy. Also, I'm under the domain limit just for that. Damn you, Stammer! So my Weaver Sorrows updates on our progress, droning on about the limits of shadow and loom. My mind reels with bold ideas from my tapestry. Weaving might be not my personal forte, but it doesn't mean I can have a say how my money is spent. Oh, I have a few suggestions. The ideas work well. When is it time to invest in Sakatra trade goods? Till 1069, my god. Adian. Glory and fame across Sopra. Through my connections with the Middle Eastern elites in my realm, I managed to build up a good rapport within that community. Even commoners who share similar ethnic origin as these elites, having migrated here from elsewhere along the Silk Road, are thinking more highly of me than before. I have no doubt people who live in their homelands in the Middle East also heard good things about me and my families who over these lands. In the long run, this will surely benefit me politically and financially, earn much honor and acclaim for my dynasty. Let's hope this period of goodwill lasts so well. Any good right now? It's grand. I'm sure when my son takes over, he's got to make his investments of anything that could be very beneficial. With that. Fellow connoisseur. My vassal and Giovanni Adam calls me. Well met, liege. I've heard tell of your patronage of Sarah the Weaver. They say she's weaving something which captures nature's beauty worthy of a Vağpūr. Please take this and give this to her. And wouldn't want to miss the chance to aid the creation of a masterpiece. He has a reputation for generosity and seems to have found a new outline in his spending. How generous. Keep at it. Hey. up the cavalry size of the Moorish. They're good against archers and camel cavalry. These many areas. Yep, cavalry to the max. All kinds. Yep, we're maxing everything. One short. Too long. Okay. Just beefing up the size of the military again. Not just levies, but men-at-arms as well. This will show the world that we will fear everybody in sight of our military might, but we will not be conquering other people's lands, especially in Europe. I have no interest in that. My interest is trade. And get as more money as humanly possible. And look where we are now. Well, as soon as the Moorish cavalry are reinforced. Yep, I've seen that before. How cruel a mistress is a random chance to cast to the Siren area. Glance. Without it, we are but hollowed shells. Each of us a little corpse. A hollow. It's still drivel. Your poetry doesn't impress me. I could care less about poetry as much as I care about money and fame. But it's likely that I will pass before I would become known as a living legend in the eyes of the world. My devotion is used as example from mighty king to lowly beggar. Oh, that comes the disciples. Today, Rostam is ushered in and introduced representing a small herbalist guild from Vağpūr. Oh, superb Vağpūr! My friends and I hear of wondrous tapestry being made for you. We wish to donate it. We are deeply honest, man. We've saved for months. Just a wonder. Let me see. No, it is I who I am honored. Accept that gift there. After all, you are a popular figurehead. Act like it. I never really invested in these lands. I can't watch over all of them, you know. This is the price of holding 17 different provinces, which is downright insanity. Seriously? That's the best you could do? Oh gosh, how much? Just a bit more gold courage, something truly magnificent. Yeah, what do you need? Please finish it before I die. Make it sound heavenly. No. Don't even think about it. I was about to say, send a Silk Road entertainers to some random European ruler. No, save that. When my son takes over, he should send that gift of entertainers to any unruly vassal. Oh no, it seems to fly over again. Oh, my jester hood exudes a comical tone. Pratfall onto my Wali Lam's dagger. I am so clumsy. Hope I can stab by this time. Says pratfalling onto my dagger. Curses, my luck is run. He jiggles, plummeting dangerously close to his dagger. After all, not a scratch to his body. It's no fun if there's no blood. Do it again. Harder. Do it to the Egyptian statue. Develop the capital. Dangerously close. Don't do that. You'll be near death for that. Yeah, you got no reason to be here anymore, son. In here, my lord, my beneficiary sorrow gestures to the door of a weavery, which has been toiling for months on my commission. Stepping through the doorway, I gasp as I gaze upon the work hanging in front of me. A large white lamb's wool tapestry of masterful craftsmanship. mighty cloth depicts hunting animals. At the center, a mighty lion pounced on a deer who struggles in vain to escape. Now this is for renown. This is lovely. I'm going to put that on my wall. Sorry about this. Yeah, it has less around here. There we go, got a tiny bit more. My wall is full of tapestries. Let's go hunting, shall we? Just want to keep the stress in check. Hunting out there. As we ride deep into Thomas, the ground grows wetter and as the air grows heavier. Suddenly, from out of the greenery surrounds us, the giant of a man appears, hulking in layer upon layer of dirty cloth. Explain yourself, he shouts. What are you doing in my marshland? Well, since I'm no longer into stewardship these days. It doesn't apply. Like I say, if there's going to be peasant revolt, well, this... well, I'm actually going to kill a man for this. Popular opinion is lowered. It's under your jurisdiction, so whatever happens there stays there. Just only wanted to gain a small amount of prestige for that. Ain't no way on earth I'll be a living legend then. And connecting the rest of this coast from there to there, it would take 2 wars. Stop right there. You inherited a piece. That is a mosque. But hey, that's a good thing. The mosque owner usually carries a lot of wealth. Give it to the Lord. Well now. Best it all to Egypt. Still getting a lot, and ever since I decided to develop capital here, that really ups the progress. Keep! God bless it, I forgot about the keep here. Fortunately, we already have the steward to building construction time there. So things will be done pretty fast. Again, my spy master. And I don't trust anyone. Especially from unruly vassals. Save the hold court option for my son. Bite my lip and try to stay focused. The year is 1066 now. That is the beginning of the high medieval ages. As we all know, everything is still in shambles up in Europe. Whereas we're slowly trying to reconnect the coast, but it'll take 2 more wars to fight, but I don't want to do it on my end. That'll be up to my son, so he can lead an army and prove himself that he'll be just as good as a warrior as he is at administration. As well as the continuation of our trade empire in many different areas. What dynasty are you? Exempted. Dynasty Miran, Dynasty Miran. Part of it that's different. These guys are still around. So are they, these Manichaeans. Wenmo runs things there. It's time to reinforce relations with the Silk Road communities, because I need to keep that stewardship high. So no matter what you do, keep it Middle Eastern. That's for stewardship reasons. And bringing those merchant settlers here again. Oh, you can't get that up until the development's 50? 50. 50. 50. 50. We are quite a long way away. Even though my heart will always remain in Sijamasa, but you know that land's a desert, and Marrakesh is an oasis. Much better chance of development. After all, it's per tradition for development growth if you happen to be in the oasis. So I guess Marrakesh will be our imperial capital from then on out. And no, ladies and gentlemen, I will not use the Dynasty Legacy to go for Silk Road related things. We kind of did that for the Tokharians, so I mean, we don't live in the Silk Road proper, so there's no reason for that. I'm sticking with the idea of the maritime trade. A lot of potential in that. And plus, and as we stated before, we're African oriented. We're not Central Asian oriented anymore. That's why I said we're not going to Trans-Saharan. A spectacular court here. Claiming to be an exile from faraway land. Princess Lucia, that's definitely a foreign name, appeared at a court accompanied by a vast array of exotic animals, and has already performed incredible works of charity throughout the streets of Marrakesh. The magnanimously wealthy foreigners declared her intent to marry my son. Oh, so you know who's inherited. That's fine. The magnanimously wealthy foreigner declared her intent to... Oh, you already got that. As much as the court's buzz of enthusiasm for this exotic princess, not everyone's convinced. My beneficiary Sarah claims to have never heard of the distant land the foreigner claims to be from, and can't find it on any maps. She, along with several like-minded followers, has denounced Princess Lucia as a charlatan, and insists that we punish her for attempting to deceive to marry a lowborn. Oh, don't be a killjoy, Sarah. They shall marry in the morning. I don't give a damn about my son anymore. Yep. That. You got it. We'll end this episode soon. I was originally going to keep this episode going until his passing, but I guess he still has a little bit of purpose. And quite honestly, I don't think he was ever sick in his entire life. Now that I think about those past rulers that came before. Invest a little more. Oh, you hold this, right. So, if he... Oh, he's about to have a child. I was about to say, so I can't wait to get that back one day. As I lay dying, The wind feels colder and the days darker, shorter, quieter. The throne looks the same as the days where I first sat on it. The throne will always look the same, but I won't. It's time for me to purge the inevitable, so I could commission an epitaph before I leave, so I can leave in peace. What? Oh! There's hardly any different faiths in here, except Sunnis. So I'll just say we shall use the Arabic language. After all, we're Muslims. Classical Arabic is the language to go. It's kind of too late to get any health improvements at this point. Stop. But we would like to make a little bit of progress towards this. So go for scientific. For 9 years, and then 7 years. Won't make it, but good effort. No, not that screen. Development. 41. Here, 21. While Fez is way more developed. Same for Tunis. We just want our imperial capital to be in the same league as all the others. And that's what I intend. Even with full man-at-arms, our income is still excellent. Yeah! That's a lot of money for a son who's the disinherited. I ought to decline. There's other areas to invest in. In ending, in one of the larger villages of Tripolitana, our respected elders recently passed away. He was beloved by all for his virtue and wisdom as a community leader. For many years, he had good relationship with many and always tried to improve everyone's lives. Few had anything bad to say about him. His funeral attracted many who wished to pay their final respects. Some of you claim that his spirit will provide a land many blessings before he passes to the afterlife. May his soul rest in peace. It's already... Hey, go to the Red Sea. Don't forget about these, will you? Invest in every godforsaken thing. Don't know about holding Tripoli anymore. But in all areas that we hold, it's best to promote. They're cabbages! One of my courtiers later refused anything with cabbage. When I questioned why, I was told, cabbage? Oh dear, you know that's peasants' food. It's like water to them. Why would a person of high status, such as ourselves, consume such a low-leaf, filthy plant? Let me guess, you're gonna avoid water too? Oh, hang on. 1 second. A challenge for the artifact? You have some that belong to me. Face me in a duel for it, and let the winner earn the right to own it. Are you crazy? You know this is going to lead to my death if I get wounded for it, right? This is to first blood, alright? I accept your challenge. Hajjad al-Khattab and I stalk around each other, each weighing our options. He has a fierce Buddha battle axe, while I grip my own Axer Gurak's dagger tightly. The deadly web feels cool and weighty in my grasp. No risk to my injury, but I'll say, taste silver, boar! I hurl a heavy silver purse into his face. So he will pick up the gold coins that I threw at him, because I can always make my money back. Snatching a heavy purse of monies from my waist, I lob it at Al-Khattab and hit him right in the face, giving me a brief opening for a quick slash of my dagger. Before I know it, he's somehow inside my guard, his axe speeding towards my heart. It's all about a narrow margin as I dodge backwards. My form is decent, with some lapses. His stance is formidable. He's still holding off my blows well, but it seems close to faltering. I'll show you how I brandish a dagger, a confident attack, with skill and poise, and make a series of well-placed strikes. My dagger flows around Al-Khattab like water, each strike chaining fluidly into the next. A series of perfectly timed attacks. Al-Khattab counters with a fierce hail of quick slashes, almost cutting me down repeatedly. My form is good, with only small errors. Stands formidable. My opponent's guard is fierce. I feel far from victory. All the old age is starting to get to me. Well, let's try a legendary technique. I'll try to copy a famous move from my favorite book. This'll work just like it does in the legends, right? I do my best to recall the legends in the spur of the moment. I try to brandish my daggers as the heroes of old. It's enough for a solid blow against my surprised foe. Al-Khattab adopts a defensive stance, doing his best to absolutely ward me off. Man's eyes follow on every movement. My form is excellent, with little chance of mistake. His stance is formidable. We're evenly matched, with victory balancing on a knife edge. I'll show you how I brandish a dagger. Victory. Confidence leads to competence, as they say, and my strikes prove that. He hits me with a ferociously powerful cleave, following up this successful blow by attempting to kick me. I dodge sideways, slamming in a quick slash on his back as he passes, and my opponent tumbles to the floor. The man tries to stagger up, but a swift blow from my dagger keeps him down. I let loose an audible sneer to let him know that his time is up, and get a muffled yield for my troubles. Victorious, this was a sudden death round, and that was close. It's for keeps, even though I don't really want that damn thing. Oh. Take a drink. You will be known as such. With that nickname. Quick. Gotta invest a little more in these defenses. I mean, this is your imperial capital now. Accept the fact that it is. As we continue to develop it like mad. I mean, we made the desert of Sidramasa bloom, but here is going to be the real power. Even though my Grand Alama holds the rest of the outlying countryside, but it's still good. this will help a lot. Anywhere else? Continue investing in that due to the importance of it. And then finally, a little bit more Katra. Who in the right mind would want to invade Sakatra? I don't think hill forts would be necessary. Small bit of tax, but a little more defender advantage. Or go for pastoral lands, which is what we're going for now, since you just spent it on it. Not sure about those. Yours for certain. Alright, we stopped being rivals, because we still love each other. You're my soulmate. Znata nomads flock to Sijomasa. Though I am a noble Vağpūr, there are places too remote for even my name to hold much sway. Places I could never truly hope to rule. Emerging from such places, Divinasar, nomadic tribes of the Iznatan have been pushing into Sijomasa as of late, effortlessly occupying the gaps and territories that the local Egypto-Sogdian settlers leave. One of the leaders has even come to request an approach to bring his wider confederation to hold the area in my name. My goodness. And you want to change the culture? What are you, nuts? I put a lot of money into that. Your culture isn't advanced. But does help with the control. We've helped develop this land, and well, I guess I have no choice. I don't want to make these people mad. Or do I? Because, well, it's for 10 years. But the control growth will be, oh gosh. It'll be like, let me see. Oh, that won't be good. That won't do well here. Okay, fine. Culture has changed, but they do not have battlements. But we've upgraded all of them enough, except for this one. Well, you need the money for that. Okay, you'll be fine. So we did all we can here with this. My name is Sketchmano. Come to you, but over my wisdom. The senators brought now for me. Schedule. Approach the castle riding on the donkey, Lord. Backwards. Please share your wisdom with me. I gained some insights. That's good. There. Now Sijomasa Vağpūr. Now the Egypto-Sogdians no longer live there. They've been settled by the people who were the natives of that region, and now they've returned. But we still do have a significant presence here. I mean, after all, I did say this will be our permanent capital. As much as I had a soft spot for Sijomasa, and we made it very prosperous. And it has all these benefits. We did everything we could. So, I'm grateful. Hold that right there. Don't network with this Trans-Saharan merchants just yet. Save it for the son. He's gonna need it. We will end the episode at the beginning of 1069. Pneumonia. Now, big cautious. Oh, what have you done? You know, he's one of the disinherited ones. 1,000 more, then you'll be a living legend, but I believe that's too late at this point. You know what, do celebrate the Sada Festival. You people seen that before, how that works? This is just for prestige gain, that's what I'm trying to go for. Allah be praised. Let's begin. As soon as the Sada Festival ends, end the episode. Burned a few animals for this. Okay, that will do. Oh, I know what date to end it actually. Server Davidus. As I open my eyes in the dark, I'm immediately overwhelmed by the atmosphere. Is someone watching me? Are you ready to embrace the truth, Gurak? I sit up, suddenly completely awake. I look around for the source of the unfamiliar woman's voice, but don't chance. Iblis obvious blessing. Will you accept it? It's okay to be a witch, because it is in our religion that witchcraft is accepted in these parts. It's good for some, but not always. Ended on the 21st of March. That's Nowruz, the new year in Iranian tradition. So we hope you people enjoyed this episode. We did a little bit of expansion to there and finally connect this part of the coast. In the next episode, we're not expected to see much longer of Gurak the Great. And soon, we're going to have Gurak the Fourth coming up. And he'll be the intelligent one. He's going to be the one to bring continued prosperity. He was the builder of the upcoming prosperity. And soon when his son takes the throne, then we might enter into the era of quite possibly the richest man that will ever live. He'll be richer than Croesus. Richer than whatever individual you would want to use as a way to describe a rich man. And maybe hopefully in the next episode, before he passes away, that he'll become a living legend. Just to show that he has the bragging rights. To say that he'll say, I'm the greatest. Greatest of all time. Because I did all that. So maybe in his final years, he's gonna be doing a couple of more decisions before he finally goes. And we hope you people will join in for that. So, see you in the next episode. But until then, so long for now.